It's been some time we have met. I've been pretty busy these days, so I was not able to make any video or post. I'm sorry about that. Normally, I pick my topics from my Instagram messages because a lot of people keep messaging me about different things and different problems. So, one of the recent questions I'm getting very frequently is, "Sir, like coding is hard. I'll not be able to do coding. I'm not interested in it." So I thought, like, why don't I give it a shot and see, like, maybe I can help you to understand it better. I'm not making any coding classes, but I'm just trying to give you my perspective. That's all. When I was in a degree first year, like, I was, I briefly went to college. I didn't go so much. First year, there used to be this language, C language. So my professor who used to teach us basically language on Blackboard. Now that time the language was alien to me. Even today it is alien to me, but it was confusing. Like there are variables, there is if-else condition, there is some try catch. Oh my God, there's so many things which I couldn't understand. Something called syntax. What? I don't know. I didn't understand anything. After like a few years, I got a job. I briefly know about HTML, CSS, and I don't know anything about JavaScript. I got introduced to JavaScript in my first job, or so that time. So I had to do something like, okay, if we click here, this should hide and show. So I went to Google. I searched how to hide and show a div. So Google gave me some answers and in Stack Overflow. I copied that code and pasted it here. You know what? It worked. Then I realized, okay, wow, awesome. This this worked. Super cool. I'll put a pause on this topic here. I'll just let us focus on why we are not able to understand something. There are two reasons. First reason is the person who is teaching you is not able to explain the concept properly. That is one of the reasons which you are not able to understand it. And the second reason is the person who is teaching well, but you are not able to understand it. How is it possible? Because few, like, we are all different people, but we fall into some categories. So there is someone called visual learners who can see things and get it. There's somebody who can hear and get things, and there are people who can understand things only when they experience it. You might be one of them. You are not able to hear and see and get it, but you have to experiment and experience, then only you will be able to get it. You're that kind of person. That's why it is you're not able to get it. Okay, so these are the two reasons. Coding is all logic, right? You all agree with me. Coding is all logic. Now, why is it becoming hard for us? You know what? I'll tell you something. We are using logic every day in our life. For example, let us say we have to go from one place to another. There are multiple options. One is you can take your car and go, and one is you can take a public transport like bus or train or something. You have to go from one place to another, and that time what happens is, like, you got a plan for it, isn't it? So if you're going by car, you need to put fuel. You need to find where the fuel station is, and you also need to see if you have enough money to put the fuel. Example. So this is all when, for example, you don't have money in the money to put fuel. For example, let us say, then your option for car is skipped, right? Then you'll choose public transport, maybe bus. I have to go to one place, get down there, take another bus, and go to this place and walk for some distance. then I will reach that destination. So it's all about the decision making. You made a decision and you're going according to that flow. But how did you make that decision based on something else? Because you didn't have a lot of money to put fuel, or you don't want to waste money, you're taking public transport, right? So that is logic. Logic is all about making decisions. When I click this button, something should happen, something should hide, something should show. When I click this button in web, it has to go from this place to that place. That's logic. To write a logic, what do you need? You need a goal. My goal in the previous example was to reach to some destination. That's the goal. Based on that goal, I am trying to achieve it in multiple ways. While coding, there are some goals. When I click here, there should be a loader which is appearing in the page. Then what you do, you write loader code according to the loader, whatever you're trying to pull up, right? So that's what logic is all about. You have a goal, you need to achieve it with some kind of goal. I'll get back to the example which was at the start I was trying to give. So my code I copied and pasted from internet and it worked. Then what I did was, I didn't simply, okay, it worked, okay, fine, my job is done. I was not like that. When I copied and pasted that code, I read it. I tried to understand what is that code trying to do, each and every line of it. Why is this there? Why is this dot being here? And for each and everything, I went and searched on Google. So I got understanding of everything. Okay, this is for this reason, this is for this reason, and this is for this reason. You have to write it. Then if you write it this way, it will work. Then what I did, I used that knowledge and I tried applying the same thing in different ways. For example, let us take a tomato. Now, let us say somebody said you can put tomato in a curry. Actually, you can put. So what you did, you took this tomato and first day you made a brinjal curry. I don't know how many of you like brinjal curry, but just for the sake of it. And it worked. It was tasty. Then what you did, you took the tomato and put it in some other aloo curry, right? Then basically what you did is you got some knowledge from somewhere, you tried it here, it worked, and you tried it somewhere else, it worked. And tomato is a fruit, by the way. Let us say you put it in fruit salad, then it ruined everything. That means you have learned that tomato cannot be used in here because it doesn't work, it doesn't taste well. When you have some knowledge, you can go and apply that knowledge in multiple ways because you are a creative human being. When you keep experimenting like that, eventually you will know the clear meaning of how and where and when you have to use something. Start experimenting more. Copy that code and paste it and see if it works. If it works, then understand why it is working like this. Once you do that, you can use that knowledge to get your job. You can use that knowledge to build a project. You can use that knowledge to build your own company maybe. This brings us to the most important point, which is self-learning. Don't depend on just, okay, somebody is not teaching well. Don't blame others. This person is not teaching well. This person, at least that person is giving you some knowledge about that thing. If you don't understand it, take that word and explore it. You are not in 20th century, you are in 21st century. You have the most powerful devices in your hands. Anything you don't understand, just go and Google search. That's all. You'll get your answers. Then go and experiment the hell out of it. Okay? So, hope this video helps and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.